Chemical formula. Are you there? Chemical what? Formula. We have three types of chemical formula. We have three types of chemical formula in organic chemistry. Okay? The first one is called what? Empirical. Empirical formula. Number two is what? Molecular formula. Thank you. Molecular what? Formula. Number three is what? Structural what? Formula. Let's look at empirical formula. This is the simplest formula. Empirical. This is what? The simplest formula used in representing a compound. Used in representing a compound. This is the simplest formula used in representing what? A compound. Are there? This formula shows the relative numbers of moles of atom. This formula shows the relative numbers of moles of atom that are present in a compound. It shows the relative number of moles of atom that are present in a what? In the compound. Are you there? It shows what? The relative numbers of moles of atom that are present in a compound. And it is calculated from the percentage composition of an element. And it is calculated from the percentage what? Composition of an element. It is calculated from the percentage composition of an element. That is called what? Empirical what? Formula. I will define them, then I will explain, I will differentiate them. Eh? Sir? I didn't get it. No, I think percentage composition. Composition of an element. Percentage composition of an element. Now the next one is what? Molecular, right? Molecular, right there. This formula shows the actual numbers of moles of atoms. The actual numbers of moles of atom. The actual numbers of moles of atom that are present in a compound. The actual numbers of moles of atom that are present in a what? In a compound. In a compound. It is calculated from the empirical formula of a given compound. It is calculated from the empirical formula of a given what? Compound. Of a given compound. Are you there? And you must have to note that the molecular formula is equals to what? Empirical what? Empirical formula times what? Somebody. N, Abi? Are you aware? Times N. All equals to what? The relative what? Molecular what? Mass. Or molar mass. Put this down. Molecular formula equals what? Empirical formula times what? Times N. All equals to what? Relative molecular mass. Or the molar mass, right? The molar mass of what? Of that compound. Are you there? Now the next one is called what? Structural what? Formula. This formula shows the spatial arrangement. It shows the spatial arrangement of atoms in a given compound. In a given what? Compound. This formula shows what? The spatial arrangement. Or it shows how atoms are arranged in a given what? Compound. I repeat again. Structural formula shows what? The spatial what? Arrangement of atoms in a given what? Compound, abi? Or it shows how atoms are what? Arranged, right? In a given what? Compound. Now let's differentiate them. Let me just give example for each of these. Connect me here. Example. Under empirical formula, I'll just give one example under this. Under this, we have a compound called CH2. CH what? 2. A good example is what? CH2. Then under molecular formula, I will explain why. Just note, we have called C2H4. We can have CH4. We can have C2H6 etc. Now listen. Are you aware that we have several homologous series, right? What the first one? The alkane. The alkane, abi? What the next? We have the alkane. We have what? The alkanes, abi? We have what? Alkyne. The general form of alkane is what? Is CN. H2N plus 2, abi? General form of alkanes. Alkanes are formed from where? From alkane, abi? By loss of what? 2 hydrogen atoms. Is that not? When you move 2 from here, what remains is what? CnH2n. And that will form what? Alkane, abi? Are you there? Then the next one is what? Alkynes, abi? Alkynes are formed when we lose what? How many? 4. Are you there? If I'm to lose 2 from here, we have this, abi? When you lose extra 2, what will I do? I will now put minus 2, abi? Are you getting the concept? We lose how many here to form this? We lose 2, abi? That will give us what? CnH2n. When you now lose extra 2, that will give us what? CnH2n minus what? 2. This is called what? Somebody. Alkynes. Are you there? I'm not going into all of this, but I want to just differentiate something. The first member of alkane is what? Methane, abi? That's when what? N equals to what? 1, abi? What will be here? C1H what? What is 2 times 1? Okay, 2 times 1, abi? Plus 2. That will give us what here? CH4. Are you there? The first member of alkane is what? What the first member here? This abi? Methane. Under alkane, we have methane. We have ethane, abi? 2. 3 is what? Propane. 3 is what? Butane. 4 is what? Pentane. 5 is what? Hexane. What's 6? So what's 6? Hexane. What's 7? Heptane. What's 8? Octane. What's 9? Onane. What's 10? What's 11? Let me not go into that now. Okay, let's go. So for this, if I'm to say N is also 1 here, what do we form here? C what? 1, abi? H2 1, right? That will give us what? CH2. What is here? 1. If I'm to call this, or name this, what will it be? Methane, abi? But there's nothing like what? Methane. Hope you're aware. The fourth member of alkane is not methane, it's what? Ethane. Because we have this becomes what? Somebody. Empirical. Empirical formula shows what? The relative numbers of moles, not the actual. Are you there, somebody? Meaning that most at times we cannot capture them as a structure. I can build a structure for this, abi? What's the for this? What do you have? What is the center atom here? See, abi? Then I'll put what here? Hydrogen, 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 and what? Hydrogen. But for this, I can't put this as a structure. If I have this carbon, when you put this here and put this here, there's no way we can leave this empty, abi? So this is not possible in organic what? Chemistry. So this is called what? Somebody. Empirical what? Formula. It shows the actual. Sorry, the relative rather. But this shows what? The actual. The actual here means what? We have how many moles of hydrogen? 4 moles of hydrogen, completing the structure of what? Of methane. But for this, when n is 1, what will it be? Let's see what we're going to have here. What do you have here? C1 abi? H what? 2 times 1 minus what? 2. That will give us what? N equals to what? CH abi? This does not exist too. Hope you are aware. Does not exist too. But we cannot call this what? Empirical. Why did we say this is empirical? Because from here we can generate other what? Compound. By the time I add, let me show you something. Correct me here? Listen. If I have this, if we are saying that we have CH2 formed there, right? Right there? By the time we add 1 to carbon, and add what? 2 to hydrogen. Oh, sorry, 1 to what? Hydrogen. What do you have here? Let me show you something. Not this way. Correct me here. Listen. I think this will explain better. Under alkane, alkane is what? Cn abi? H2n plus 2. What the first member? Is CH4 abi? Is that not? CH4 is formed when n is what? 1 abi? When n is 2, what will it be? Let's take C2. What is 2 times 2? 4. Plus 2 is what? 6. What will be here? C2H what? 6. When n is 3, what do you have here? What will it be? C3 abi? What is 3 times 2? 6 plus 2 is what? 8. That will give us C3H what? 8. When you take the difference between these two, what do you have is what? CH2. What do you have is what? CH2. Do you know why? When you add CH2 to CH4, what do you form? C2H6. When you add CH2 to C2H, what do you have? C3H6. When you add CH2 to C3H8, what do you have? The fourth one is what? C4H what? 10 abi? When you add again CH2 to this, that will form the fifth abi? C5 what? H what? 12. Are you there? So this empirical formula now is now being used to find what? Other molecular what? Formula. So we cannot capture this as a structure. Because why? It does not have what? The actual what? Numbers of what? Of moles. Are you there, somebody? Exactly. So put this on. Or if you want to write, you can write. Let's solve some problems from your past question. I will need them to say past question. This one does not have. I don't know why they hide their empirical formula. Please help me with it. Okay, so I've seen. No, I've seen. Put this question down. Okay, let's write in this. All right, that is awesome. Nope, you are following, right? Okay. This book is good, Shao. It's really good. They really try, Shao. Are you ready? Put this on. The percentage composition by mass of a compound is 64.8. The percentage composition by mass of a compound is 64.8%. Is 64 point what? 8%. 64.8% carbon. Are you there? Comma. 13.62% hydrogen. 13.62% hydrogen. Percent what? Hydrogen. Are you there? And 21.58% oxygen. and 21.58% what? Oxygen. This one is simple, right? What is the empirical formula of the compound? What is the empirical formula of the compound? Let's solve this together. I will have said solve, but I don't have time. Let us solve so we can be honest on a very fast pace. Are you there? The question says what? Let's go. Question says what? Read for me. One to go. Carbon is what? 64.8%. What is hydrogen? 6 what? 62%. What again was given? 21% what? Oxygen. We are now asked to find what? Empirical what? Formula, right? The first thing we need to do first is to add up. Add, let's see. Is it up to 100%? Add. Add up. If it's up to, if, let's say, let me see what they will have first. 98 is okay. But if you have like 98, it's 100. She said it's 100. But if you have like 70, 80, that means there's a mistake somewhere. Just stop. No need of solving it. Are you there? So solution to this is that I'll create a table, right? What do you have here? Percentage what? Composition. Okay? And how many elements do we have here? So we have what here? Carbon, Abi. We have what here? Oh, no. Right? The element, thank you. We have the elements. Elements, which are what? Carbon, hydrogen, and what? And oxygen, right? So we have percentage what? Composition. Carbon is what? 64.8. What is hydrogen? 13.62. What about oxygen? 21.58, right? Are you there? Now the next is that each of these have what we call their what? Relative molecular mass, Abi. Carbon is what? 16. Or 12 rather. Carbon 12. Carbon is what? 12. What is hydrogen? 1. What is oxygen? 16. What of sodium? 23. Right? What of chlorine? 0.5. Abi? Okay. Let's go. So the next is to divide, right? Divide by what? The relative, Abi? Molecular what? Mass. Carbon is we have 64.8 over what? 12. We have 13.62 over what? 1. What about this? 21.58 over what? 16. So what do you have when you divide this? Yes. It's fixed. Carbon, they will always give you that carbon is 12. Hydrogen is what? Is 1. Why oxygen is what? 16. They will give you. But in case they not give you, at least you know for carbon, hydrogen and what? And oxygen. Even sodium and chlorine. All those basic ones, you know them. But the first three you should know is what? Carbon, hydrogen, and what? Oxygen. They're always fixed. 23. So let's go. Divide, what do you have? 5 point what? 4 what? 5.4 only. What about this? 40. 13 point what? 62. How is this 63 now? What about this? 1.34875. That is 8, Abi? Right? So what's the next now? Divide by the smallest, Abi? Smallest what? Ratio. Which is what? Among them, which of these is the smallest here? This, Abi? So we have 5.40 over the smallest is what? 1.3488. Here we have 13.62 over what? 1.3488. Here we have 1.3488 over what? 1.3488. So what do you have when you divide this? 4.0. Are you sure? What about this? 10. 10.0. 10 point what? 1, which is 10.0, which is 10, Abi? What about this? 1. So what is our empirical formula? What is the empirical formula? What else? C4, H10, Abi? O. Are you there, somebody? C4, H10 what? O. This is the empirical formula. Yes. If you can approximate to 100, let's say like 99, work with it. Like 90, call the attention is wrong because I'm dealing with what percentage. If I have just 3 elements, when you sum their percentage, you should have what? 100 or close to 100. Eh? Because there was a year like that. There was a question that came out. People are just solving nonsense. Me, that was out. I saw the question. I just know this is not possible. When you sum up everything, it's about 85%. People solve. See, they see different answer. At the end of they made it bonus for all the students. I was just shouting online because then I was assisting some of my students. Hey, well, I'm recording. You said? Yeah, I will cut it off. Solve this for me, all of you. All right, I'm holding up. Hmm. Aspirin. Are you ready now? Are you ready now? Are you guys ready? Aspirin contains 60% carbon. Aspirin contains 60% carbon, 4.48% hydrogen, and 35.5% oxygen. Aspirin contains 60.00% carbon. Which is the same as what? 60% Abi? Carbon, comma, 4.48% hydrogen. 4.48% what? Hydrogen. And 35.50% oxygen. Are you there? What is its 35.50% oxygen? What is its empirical formula? In bracket, we are told that carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1, and oxygen is what? 16. We are given their molar mass. The carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1, and oxygen is what? Is 16. Can you solve this for me? We are solve attempt. As simple as this question is, some of you will see Felix. Huh? Will you why you laughing? Now listen. We are told that what? Aspirin, Abi? Aspirin contain what? Hello, contain what? Carbon is given as what? 60.00 Abi percent. What of hydrogen? Okay, hydrogen is what? 4.48 what? Percent. What of oxygen? 35 point what? 50 what? Percent. Now we have to find what? The empirical formula. You are all correct by saying bring out the table, right? Here we have what here? Elements which are what? Carbon, right? What again? Hydrogen. What again? Oxygen. What are the elements we have? We have, what the next one? Percentage what? Composition. Carbon is what? 60.00. What is hydrogen? What is oxygen? Okay, the next is what? Divide, Abi, by what? The relative molecular mass, right? Carbon we know is what? What's carbon? Carbon 12, Abi. Carbon is 12. What about hydrogen? 4.48 over what? 1. What of oxygen? 35 point what? 50 over what? So what do you have when you divide this? 5, Abi. 0.0. What about this? 4.48. What about this? 2.2188. Are you sure? Okay, let's make all of this in 4 decimal place. 5 point what? 000, right? Yeah, we have 0, 0. Is that not? What the next one here is to divide, right? By what? Smallest what? Ratio. When divide by the smallest ratio, what do you have? Which of them is the smallest ratio? 2.2188, Abi? So we have 5.0000 over what? 2.2188. Here we have what? 4.4800 over what? 2.2188. Here we have 2.2188 over what? 2.218 what? 88. Is that clear? Can this go with this? What do you have here? 1. Here, what do you have here when you divide this? 2 point what? Give me the value now. 2 point what? 2.25. Abi? What about this? 2.019 or 01. Okay, now listen. You don't approximate anyhow because we are dealing with what? A compound. Abi? Here we have 2.25. Anytime after dividing and you have 0.25, 0.5, and point what? 75. Don't approximate. For example, under 0.25, if I have like 2.25, Abi, 3.25, let's say 4.25, let's say 10.25. Under this, example is what? 1.5, Abi, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. What about this? Example is what? 1.75, Abi, 2.75, 3.75. Don't just approximate. Look for a factor or a number that you will multiply them with that will give you what? A whole number. Do we have 2.25 here? Among these three conditions, do we have any of them here? Which is what? 2.25. Because of this, don't approximate. So 2 is wrong. I will look for a number. I'll multiply this with that will give me what? Somebody, a whole number. I will start with what first? Times 2. Multiply 2.25 by 2. What do you have? 4.5, Abi. I'm still having what? 0.5, right? Well, if I have 0.5, will I approximate? No. So what do we do? I will try what? Times 3. What's times 3? 6.75. We still have what? 0.75. Will I approximate? No. I will not try what? Somebody. 4. Are you following somebody? So that means that let's try 4. I think 4 will be the final expression. What is 4 times this? What is 4 times 2.01? 8. 8 point what? 04, Abi. What about this? 8. What about this? 4. 4 times 1 is what? 4. Are you getting the concept here? Because of this 2.25, I have to multiply by a factor to get what? A whole number. That is the principle. If you approximate this to be 2, you end up failing it. Is that clear? So what do you think will not be the empirical formula? Yes. I've shown you now this factor. If you have this factor here, now let's go and come in first. Empirical formula becomes what? Becomes what? C what? C9, right? H what? H8. O what? O4. This is the empirical formula we are looking for. Mm. By 4 now to give us a whole number. Mm? If you multiply by 2, we'll still get, that will give us 0.75. 0.5, sorry, 0.5. Multiply by 3 to give us 0.75. So the right factor is what? Times 4. Do you get the concept? You keep multiplying until you have what? A whole what? Number. Hmm? What if it's 8? I didn't get you. You mean after multiplying it and you have 8? That will be the answer now. Mm. No. All of them. If I'm multiplying by 4, this 4 will affect this, and this. What we did there. And before you multiply, you have to take the 3 conditions to multiply. Is when you have what? Point what? 25. Point what? 5. And point what? 75. Is that clear? Sometimes, let's say, what if I have here to be? Listen, stop writing. If here is 2.20, and let's say if here is 2.75, here is what? Let's say if here is 2. What will I do? That means I will now concentrate on this, Abi. So I have what here? 2.75. Is that not? Then multiply by what? That will give us whole number. It will affect all of them, like we did here, everything. If I'm multiplying 2, I have to multiply all the factors. But make sure that your emphasis is on that number that have any of these words conditions. Are there somebody? That is just how to do it. So let me see. We have another example. Last year past question. Let me have your past question. Someone said it's in a group chat now, right? Last year, right? It's not in the group chat. Or is it here? Let me look for it if it's there. Okay, I've seen it. But let me see how. I think they made a mistake here. Let's solve last year. Have you seen it? English. This year. We learned this now. I think I've taught you guys this. Okay, I also solved Abi. I solved this example. Okay, let's look at this together. Where is that here? Yeah, put this up. A compound contain 75% carbon. A compound contain 75% carbon, 8% hydrogen. 8% what? Hydrogen. The rest oxygen by mass. The 8% hydrogen, the rest oxygen by mass. Are you there? The molecular weight of the compound is 144 gram per mole. The molecular weight of the compound is 144 gram per what? Per mole. The molecular weight of the compound is 144 gram per what? Per mole. What is the empirical formula and molecular what? Formula. What is the empirical formula and molecular formula? What is the empirical formula and molecular what? Formula. Hope you understand what I just said now. What is the what? Empirical formula and what? Molecular formula. Thank you. This question is last year. Hope you can solve this. Can you solve this? Yes, let me see your hand up. Okay, those that say yes, how do we solve this? Okay, we have just 2 elements, Abi, given carbon and what? Hydrogen. So what do you have? What do you do? You add up their percentage, Abi, subtract by what? 100 to get to that of what? Oxygen. Is that clear? Oh yeah, do that for me now. Solve it. Hmm? We are giving, how this is recording. Okay. We are giving that carbon, right? What was the first one there? Carbon percentage is what? 75, right? What again was given? Hydrogen is what? 8%, right? So what percentage of carbon? Carbon will then be what? Sorry, what will be oxygen, rather? Will then be percentage of carbon plus what? That of what? That of what? Hydrogen, right? Or rather, sorry, this should be 100 minus what? Percentage of carbon minus what? Percentage of what? Plus, rather, of hydrogen. Thank you. Okay. Let me repeat this for the sake of the video we are recording. Percentage of oxygen will be 100 minus percentage of carbon plus that of what? Somebody? Hydrogen. So that means oxygen becomes what? 100 minus what? What's carbon? 75 plus what? What's hydrogen? 8. So when you add up, what do you have? What will be oxygen at the end of the day? What's oxygen? 80. Ha. Okay. 17 what? Let me, eh? 17. Why are you saying light or night? All this. Okay, sure. Okay, the light. All right. So let's go. What the next now? The table, right? What do you have here? We have the elements. Element and what? Carbon, right? Hydrogen and what? And oxygen. Are you there, somebody? Today's class, hope is how will I put it? Is useful, right? If not, you will have entered the exam hall and finish yourself there. Okwaya, let's go. What do you have here? Percentage what? Composition. Carbon is what? 75. What about hydrogen? 8. What of oxygen? So what do we do next? Divide Abi by what? RMM, right? Carbon is 75 over what? 12. What of hydrogen? 8 over 1. What of oxygen? 17 over what? Over what? 16. Let's divide. What do you have here? 6 point what? 2 guinea. 25. Are you sure? Here will give us what? 8.00, right? What about this young man here? 1.0625. So what's the next is to divide Abi by what? Smallest ratio. Among them, which of them is the smallest ratio? Yeah. Okay, let's go. So we have 6.25 over what? 1 point what? 0625. Yeah, we have 8.00 over what? 1.0625. Yeah, we have 1.0625 over 1.0625. So what is the value here? 6 point what? 25. Are you saying that this is appearing again? 6 point what? Somebody. If you're in the exam, what will you do? You get 6, Abi? Idalaya. Who now says 6.25? Come. Yeah. 5 point what? 5 point what? Somebody. What of this one here? 7 point what? 5294. What of this man here? 1, Abi? Will I approximate? No. You know why? I have point what here? 5. Are you getting the concept now? Don't go and start saying this one is what? 6. Here was again 8. Here was again 1. The compound is so funny. It's a funny compound. So what do? I'll look for a factor to multiply this young man with Abi. That will give me what? A whole number. What's the factor there? Uh-uh. Start with 2 first now. Ibala 4. I didn't say it's 4 all the time. Try 2 first. After trying 2, if you don't have whole number, you try what? 3. Don't just enter 4. What is 2 times this man here? Let's try this. What is 2 times this? May not see son. What is 2 times 5.88? What do you have? Times 2 first now. 11 point what? 76. Let's try this. What do you have there? Times 2. 15 point what? 05. Let's try this. What do you have here? 2. Are you sure of this value? 5.88. You are sure of it? Okay. So we have 11 point what? 76, Abi? 11. Our major emphasis is even this self. 11.76 is also same as what? As 12. Are you getting the concept? Do you know why? 0.76 is not among these 3 factors here. So I can approximate. Are you there? So what do you have here now? 12, Abi? What about this? 15, Abi? What about this here? 2. So what is our empirical formula? What will it be? What is our empirical formula? Also give me 6 what? 6, 12, 8 what? 15 and what? Oh what? 2. Final Guinea answer. So there was somebody. If you divide this now, you will have 5.88 now. Look, Asha was asking this question. Is it 5.88 you have there? Say yes. What is all this now? Why are you stressing me, Kwan? 2.4. 5.88 watts. Who gave me this value? Who? 88 watts. 2 watts. 4 Abi? And we do that same thing. Let's go. Times 2 is what? 76. I like that was 76. 11.176. Oh, now, people are just following today. Which is 11.76? Now, if I have 7600, okay, I was 11.7600. So let's go. What do you have here? 12, Abi. I'm not joking. What do you have here? What do you have here? 15, Abi. Are you sure? What do you have here? 2. The same thing, right? Oh, yeah, just a second. But the same thing. I'm just trying to confirm 1 or 2. Yes. Ask. 11 point what? And I said now, it's not part of, it's not among this now. Yes, we can, yes, approximate. We can approximate. Let me verify something. Just hold on. This question, I think that last year has some issues. I guess is either they cancel the question or I can't remember again. Okay, we are correct. The answer is C12 H15 O2. I just asked, what's it called? The Gemini. Are you there? I don't know if you know Gemini tools. You know it. Use it. It's good for students. Gemini can never be wrong. It's free. It's free. It's free. It works in any phone. You can snap as many pictures and not like that GTP. Only maybe only 3 pictures you can upload. But this one you can upload as many as you want. Eh? You will pay money. You will pay money for it. 1,000. 1K. 1K, yes, bring it. Let me activate it for you. Oh, good. Gemini. Very nice, Abi. Are we there? Now let's solve. Let's go further. Okay, the next part says what? Find the what now? Molecular what? Formula, right? Can I clean this side? Who can tell me how do we find the molecular formula? How? Eh? Abi, molecular formula, right? Is what? Empirical formula, right? Times what? N equals to what? Relative, Abi? Molecular mass, Abi? Or molar mass, right? Is that not? Equals to molar what? Mass. Do you have a molar mass given? What do we have there? 144 was given, right? What is our empirical formula? The first thing is to find what? To find the value of N, Abi? Let's go. What's our EF here? Here is this, right? What do you have here? We have carbon 12. O15, Abi? Sorry, H15. H15 and what? O2. Times what, somebody? N. All equals to what? What do you have as this? 144 gram per mole. Are you there? So the first thing we need to do is to find the value of N. Eh? I think this question has a false. I think so. But let's check. Let's find the relative molecular mass of this compound, right? Carbon is what? 1, Abi? What be here? 1 times 12, Abi? Are you guys following? Plus, what about hydrogen? Sorry, 12 times 12. Thank you. 12 times what? 12, Abi? Plus what? What about hydrogen here? Let's repeat again. Let's find the relative molecular mass of this compound. Here we have 12 for carbon times what? 12. Plus, what about hydrogen? 1 times what? 15. What about oxygen? 2 times what here? 16. All multiply with what? N equals to what? 144. Can we please add up this for me? What do you have here? Are you sure? 191 what? N equals to what? 144. There's a problem here. Hope you're aware. So N is equals to what? 144 by what? 191. What's our N? 0. What? 0. What? 75, Abi? Moles. Okay, put this on first. Put this on first. Let's see what is the challenge. There is a problem with the equation. I think I will have to stop solving self. There's a mistake in the equation. Are you guys seeing this? Because of this, except let's solve like that and see what we're going to have at the end of the day, right? Let's solve like that. Okay, we have gotten our n as this, right? Can I clear? Let us solve. We call, right, that molecular formula is simply what? EF times what? N. Is that not? Is that not? What was that EF? What do you have? C what here? 12 H what? 15. O what? O2. What was that N? Times what? 0. What? 75. 0.75. Okay, let me just continue. I think I can do something there. Let me check something. 0.75 is same as what? 75 over what? 100, right? What can go in both here? 5 can go at 5 years what? 5 years was 10. Is what? 15. 5 years what? 20. What can go again? 5 years what? 3. 5 years what? 4. So can I say this is same as what? Times 3 over what? 4 abi? Are you following? Are you guys following? So that, let's see, molecular formula then becomes what? Let me try something. Formula becomes what is, if I'm multiplying this, let's see if I have n as 2. What do we do? I multiply this 2 by what? By 12 abi? Hope you are aware. Let's do the same thing here and see what we are going to have at the end of the day. 3 over 4 times 12 is what? Let's check. Is what? 9. Are you sure? Okay. Here we have C what? C9, right? 3 over 4 times 15 is what? 11 point what? Point what? 25, abi? Here we have hydrogen what? 11 point what? 25, right? Okay. Let's go. What about this? 1.5. Are you sure? Oxygen is what? 1.5. But when I stop here, no. I will apply that same principle. Is that not? Let's apply. Let's multiply this by 2. What do you have? Multiply this by 2. What do you have? Okay, 18, abi? Multiply this by 2. What do you have? 22 point. That means you not go, abi? Let's try 3. What do you have? Let's try 3 here. What do you have? 3 is what here? What of 4? What of 4 here? Awesome. So times what? Times 4, abi? That will give us C what? What is 9 times 4? What is 9 times 4? 36. What about this? What is 11.25 times 4? 45. What about this here? What do you have? 6. It's a serious case. It's a serious what? Case. I don't know, but let me confirm something first. Let me take something. If I have Cn H2n plus 1 OH, if carbon is 36, right? If carbon is 36, it will not even go. It will be beyond. Do you understand? Beyond. But this is what we have, so I can't. There's a problem from the examiner. It's not correct. It's not correct. But just put it down. But hope you understand what I just did. Something like that. Even your that is it Google Gemini said the equation is not the English when you yourself. It looks like there is a slight numerical inconsistency in the equation as written. You now see in chemistry problem of this type, the molecular weight must be an integer multiple of either n equals to 1, 2, or 3. You know what I'm saying here? Here should be that 1, 2, or 3. But here we're having what here? Fraction. So there's a mistake from the question. So that is just it. Okay. So this is not correct. You can just stop at empirical what? Formula. We're almost done with this part. Put this question down, all of you. Solve for me. A compound containing carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen only. A compound containing carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen only. A compound containing carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen, only. A compound containing carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen only was found to contain 53.1% carbon, was found to contain 53.1% carbon, 15.9% hydrogen, 15.9% hydrogen. Then the question says, determine the empirical formula of this compound. Determine the empirical formula of this compound. Determine the what? Empirical what? Formula of this compound.